One TV special report.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. This is just in line with the manifestations of Honorable Lau and Honorable Ko regarding the intensifying our collections, including also the new business tax rate that we are about to undertake, regarding also the adjustment that will be made by our business men. But along the way, Madam Chair, our economic activity in the city of Zamis is very promising, as well as it's really kinahanglan din na tugtutukan, because we have so many economic enterprise and income generating projects and facilities that could be more productive and be more economically beneficial to the people if we could activate our economic managers of the city, or probably we could have our task force regarding that. Say for example, sa kuan, Madam Chair, ang atoang upcoming i-open na to si Unitop, probably we could have feasibility studies kung say maayo nga buhaton sa ato ang Unitop, so that at least pwede siya mahimog C3 nga mahimo siya ganang paabangan or isa ra ba ka tawo, which is more beneficial kay along the line we cannot deny nga during the Unitop days our economic activity is very fast and very high, especially sa mga income along the establishment nagtuyok din ha. And also to the kaning atong public market, during the Christmas season, the holidays, our economic activity sa ato ang public market is so high. Taas kaayo o kanang taas og income ang ato ang mga nangrenta sa ato ang mga na-occupy sa atong mga public market. But along the way, naapog ko'y everyday magsige manggod mig atong merkado kay manguan kaning mangumpra na ang mga daghan gyud og mga reklamo gyud ang mga vendors, especially si vegetable, kay inigsulod daw sa mga consumers mo ang kanang grocery nga section na maligyan na magog vegetables. So dili na sila kasulod dito gyud sa vegetable area, kay naharangan naman kay si grocery na maligyan na pog vegetables. Pero ang tan-aw daw sa kontrata dapat si grocery ra gyud mo nang naguol kay sila kay kuan kaayo ang merkado daghang tao, pero ining adto sa sulod wala na kay tao, kay na naman tanan halos sa pambungad si entrance sa mga tao na malit, kay namaligya man po og dapat dili sa mamaligya. So maybe we could see to atuan ng tan-awon, we could look into it kung say ato ang ma-remedy ana kay luoy po they're paying also taxes katong sa vegetable, and then they are also kanang mga legal nga nato nga mga occupants, and then napod sila yung mga hinanaing. And with that, I think ato ang ma-improve ang ato ang income sa public market, kay atong nakita karon break even naman gid siya, daghan siya empleyado na siya income, pero dili gyud makaingon ta nga siya gid ang pinaka income generating facility. We could improve that if we have a very kanang strict implementation of what is the contract really saying. So I think our economic managers are very good in that. Maybe the executive department is very busy, and I think the entire economic enterprise is very promising if we could have a very good economic managers to look into.
Thank you for your manifestation, Honorable Swiss. So we really have to take note on that. Can we request the economic team to have an urgent meeting, no, para nga to define sa ato mga problems and concerns regarding the operation inside the public market? Because I have heard that also nga mura og kanang inaana ba there is really a need for us to improve the operations. Kinahanglan tingali nga ato nang i-redefine. We should conduct a meeting with the committee. Yes, Honorable Ko, that is your committee.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. For the information of everybody, the Economic Enterprise Board has not yet been reconstituted.
mo ba?
So we need to do it first thing of the year so that we can directly address the problems ongoing. But for the public mall management and mga reklamo, it has been taken care of by our Economic Enterprise Department Head, Sir Jaime Tumada. And I'm sure kana nga mga problema na abot na siyang office and nana sila yung mga explanations and mga setups nga ilang nasabutan.
Okay.
Madam Chair. But
So,
the Economic Enterprise Board would be a big help for that. Thank you.
okay. With that manifestation, Honorable Ko, we commissioned you as being the committee chair to conduct an urgent meeting with the business sector. Maybe Honorable Suiso can be in assistance to you. Okay, sa your committee team, no? Committee team to discuss that particular issue. That is very vital.
Yes, Madam Chair, we will take the matter to the city administrator, the legal team, so that the Economic Enterprise Board will be soon reconstituted.
Okay. So, with that note, we commissioned Honorable Ko and Honorable Suiso to keep in touch with the executive department na yes.
Yes, Madam Chair, because if we have a very good economic activity, tourism will follow. There's a domino effect on that.
Correct. Yes. Very good. Any other manifestation from this August body? Truly, ang ato yung Usami City is improving. So, we are very blessed no nga naanata karon ni ini nga area. Yes, Honorable Majority Floor Leader.
Well, there is no other statement yet. I would like to respond to previous manifestations regarding the real property tax, Honorable Sir, as raised by Honorable Lau. Perhaps it's high time that the city will try to pursue legal means in collecting real property tax for delinquent payers, because some payers, some taxpayers weren't able to pay for more than 10 years now. Perhaps it's high time that we'll try to use the means provided by law to collect these taxes by levying the poverty, unpaid poverty, by conducting seizure, proposal, so that these owners who neglected or ignored the payment of real property tax will come to their senses, so they might be ordered or encouraged to pay taxes by installments, because the city had been lax for many years in allowing the delinquent taxpayers to have their properties still recorded in their names despite non-payment taxes. We can exercise levy, restraint, seizure of these properties or through the legal means. With regards also to the manifestation or presiding officer regarding the social services about our free hospitalization program, perhaps we have to review also the program specifically the cost of the hospitalization, like medicines, facilities. Kay nanay nakita sa tong city mayor nga ang ubang piso sa medisina taas na kayo. Ang piso sa antibiotics more na 30% na 40% na. And perhaps we can have a dialogue with our stakeholders, our hospitals who cater to us in the servicing of our pre-hospitalization program or officer. Perhaps mag-meeting tingali ang mga hospitals owners of atong city para ma-review o ma-tanaw ang kay nakalako ang atong cost sa program. Before we are spending only 5-6 million and then 6 million, and now we are spending more than 8 million per month. We wish to maximize our funds para kapong maservisyoan nga mga residents who need this kind of services on sir. So perhaps our city mayor could initiate dialogue with the hospital owners about this matter, sir, regarding the matter raised by also Mercado, public mall, katong groceries na maligya nag-visibles, murag naaman tayo tingali makit inspector, no? Perhaps si Jaime Tumada could activate this para malikayan ang mga restraints nga ang uban nga store owners di na mahalinan kay na may namaligya sa ilang produkto. Yeah. Di na legal nga ang ilang authorized sa baligya kanina groceries nga maligya sa vegetables. So it is to be reviewed by Sir Jaime and proper action should be done on the matter, Honorable Sir.
Correct. Yes.
Regarding peace and order, my committee, Honorable Sir, I think it's in order to congratulate our police force, City of Samis, for their very splendid performance last year, 2025. Gani, our city position as received awards from the region for being the most outstanding police station in Region 10. And that's in order, Honorable Sir. So, we also congratulate the PMFC, SICAN PMFC, for extending support to our police in the conduct of the maintenance of our peace and order in Sam City, including the maritime, the city fire department. Our PAMASAL is also very active. Our BGMP, all the uniform personnel deserve to be congratulated for the job well done last year. For this year, we just have to empower more barangays in trying to detect those North residents who are engaged in illegal drugs. Because as of now, we have to sustain our drug-free barangays. 32 barangays are drug-free, but it needs efforts of the barangay people, especially barangay officials, to sustain that. Kaya basta na lang po yung mga drug operations, illegal drugs, maguba ang atong drug-free barangay, mabalik na sa kuhan. Di naman qualify. And we wish to really have a city which is drug-free. Napatay 19 barangays na di pa drug-free, nga lisod kayo yun. So, this year, I think we have to enhance and empower the barangays, special barangay officials, para good madetect na ng mga illegal drugs na yung mga katingatan ng mga kalihukan, i-report kita yun. sa atong pulis o sa atong bipat para matagapatagat. We are aware nga almost every week na dagi bas atong pulis. Kay grabe na ang drugs karon. Compared to the previous years, may grabe ang drugs sa at syudad. Mga ato nang kabalakan, we are alarmed because ang drugs mo may root cause sa crime commission na illegal drugs, ang buto na yun yung mga robberies, thieves, kidnapping, and other crimes. So, we want to empower the barangays, barangay officials, para mawala gining drugs sa siyudad kung mahimo. As of now, we were able to minimize compared to neighboring LGUs. So, with still illegal drugs in Sami City, kay kita biya sa Sami City nabilin nga daghang barangays nga wala mo drug free.
Dito.
Out of 490 barangays, murag 470 plus na ang drug free. Kung sa amin pikidaghanan nga wala mo drug free, ano ba siya? So, we need to have a focus on that para sa peace and order. Yet, we are still congratulating our police force for doing a very good job. Last year, we want to sustain this effort by continuing our support to the police. Tanan lang, hinahal na natin mga suportahan karon na eh. So, we want to sustain this and we look forward to a more vigorous year nga na maduga na po madrag free ato mahurot good ato barangay sa drug free. Ato na ambisyon good karon na uno sir nga madrag free good ang atong 51 ka barangays.
Okay.
So that's for my peace and order committee on sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Honorable Major de Floor Leader. It has been our intense desire nga ma-drug-free yun ang the 51 barangays. So we have to have and conduct a close monitoring. Close monitoring kita sa atong mga barangay. So then we have, I think, barangay officials, ABC, every now and then, monthly doon naman tayo meeting no, sa barangay officials, mga barangay president, kapitan. So we have to impose to them ato silang hangyoon to have a close monitoring. Naman sila yung mga bipat, naman sila yung mga kanang na ang mga tao nga who can conduct in the close monitoring para po atong ma-take up dahil ato na yung kuan ba atiman.
Committee on Finance, I think we were able to manage well our finances sa atong segunda panlusod. Honorable Sir, we were able to perform in accordance with our budget. Bisag karto atong budget gamay rang increase, 5%, but we were able to mix use of it nga atong magamit para sa atong trabaho sa County Council. In fact, I am proud to recall nga with our budget, very meager budget, atong napa-increase ang sweldo sa itong mga GO. No? Ano ba siya? Gikan sa 1080, ihimo itong 450. Kung itong 450, ihimo itong 500. So, we're able to do that despite our very limited budget. Ano ba siya? And this year, 2026, I am happy to remind everybody that our mayor approved the long-term request from the Smithsonian pa, President Prato nga, di na natay ilis, napatay iis, administrative staff. So, upon the mayor, in fact, sa itong budget karon 2026, nakasulod ang budget for ES kada konsyal. si Vice Mayor na naman sa ES nga Public Secretary 1. So 12 lang ikaw na Mayor. 12 pulo ka elected councilors and 2 honorary. Si Consaulo o si Cons John Pil na bagong ES. Pero atong ES, ikas ng GO. Di ta mga dugang o empleyado, laman tayo 5. Ang 5 ito ko, ito na ipromote from GO to ES, Private Secretary 1, salary grade 11. It's about 37,000. So, we are thankful to the Mayor nga iyan ang i-approve ang budget nga natin is to strengthen more the councilors and the Secretary of Sam City. We have ES, we have LS, legislative staff, we have also AS, administrative staff. And thank you for my colleagues for your cooperation nga may pagkamanage atong budget every year since 2019 up to now, 25. And hopefully, we're able to manage well our budget for this year, 26. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Majority Floor Leader, for your kind manifestation and information to this august body. Ito na may mga pangutana for some clarification regarding the very vital report of our Honorable Majority Floor Leader regarding sa ato mga manpower and all that, the support. Should you have any question, please feel free to manifest now. Wala na, any other items to be discussed?
If there are no more statements from my colleagues for the past performance and the overview of our goals and objectives for this year, Honorable Chair, perhaps we can ask only the any statement from my colleagues. First on PCL matters,
Yes.
from Honorable Catherine Lim, if she has any report or any information on this PCL, Honorable Chair.
None for
The
now.
Honorable Katalim.
None for now, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Sige. Noted.
And plus, Honorable Chair, we can have pleasure also to hear any
Iski.
material and relevant matter on SK matters from Honorable John P. Alonso, Honorable Chair.
For Iski matters, Honorable Luhay Longson, you have anything to share?
For SK Matters, thank you, Majority Floor Leader and Madam Chair. For SK Matters, Madam Chair, the SK Federation of Sami City would like to thank the Honorable City Mayor Sam Norman Gofentes for allocating funds for the SK Federation of Sami City for the year 2025. And with that, this representation are, of course, we are so happy to the City Mayor, of course, the members of the City Council headed by Vice Mayor Simplicia Bebeneri, for always supporting the SK Federation, and of course to full blast our activities for the 10 months na lang na nabilin na mo sa SK, because as we all know that doon na fixed term for the Saguniang Barangay and SK, and the election will be November 2. So with that, we would like to thank the City Mayor on the Honorable Sam Norman Fuentes, Madam Chair, nga for the 10 months nga nabilin allocate yung funds para sa full blast activities buhon. Thank you, Madam Chair and Majority Floor Leader.
Okay, thank you. I noted your report, Honorable Luhay Longson.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We'd like also to hear a statement from our ABC Vice President, Honorable Rayon.
For ABC matters,
We would like to know,
Honorable
kailangan ko
Luhay.
tana, kung sino itabo na ni Board Member Canlas, ano will happen to his being President of the Federation of Sam City. May we hear from Honorable Rayon, Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable Moralion. Any development regarding the status of Honorable Canlas?
Thank you, Majority Floor. Thank you, Madam Chair. About sa kang board Canlas is wala pa man ko'y balita o kung sa'y naitabo dito, but always gyapon nga nagserbisyo o kung sa'y angay nga buhaton karong panahon na. And Madam Chair, ako lang i-report diri sa City Council about sa party ng Liga ng Barangay. Walay nakaadto nga konsyal but na nagpasalamat yapon nato mga barangay captain sa kanunayong suporta. And akong gipaabot dito na tungod sa kadaghang mga party nga giatinan sa tuang kauban diri, maong walay nakaadto. But ang suporta o ang pagmahal sa grupo ana. Daghang salamat o malipayong bagong tuig kanatong tanan.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Moralio. Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We also hear from Honorable Siso regarding matters concerning the indigenous people. Wala pa ipulig yun ni Bation up to now.
Honorable Suiso, so may balita sa
Thank
atong
you
indigenous
very
people.
much, Madam Chair and Honorable Majority Floor Leader. Yes, specifically my report is about the upcoming meeting together with our tribal leaders is coming January 10 at San Antonio. They will be having a internal meeting or discussion regarding the vacant IPMR slot that we have, and during our update with our executive department regarding the replacement of the Honorable Bation, the mayor still waits the confirmation of our governor regarding the recommendation of who will be the IPMR. As long we already had submitted the list of the candidates for the possible IPMR representative, but although it's not necessary, but I think it's imperative for us to still wait for the go signal of our governor, because the provincial IPMR is recommending somebody out of the list that we are having. So we need to have a confirmation among the IPMR province and our city for who will be the next IPMR. Probably we could have it this year, hopefully, so that the IPMR will be given representation in this August Valley. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Suiso. Kanang candidate na to for IPMR, it should be coming from Usami City.
Definitely, Madam Chair. In fact, I recommended that it should be around the ancestral domain belt, meaning coming from the 5 barangays, the Gala, Dingona, Trigos, Stimson, Amordo, and Gibad. Because if not among the ancestral domain belt, they will have no idea on the updates on what is going on around the ancestral domain, because these are very important under the EPRA law. And among our candidates that we have submitted, the IPMR province is also recommending somebody also from the city, Ozamis, but not among our list. So we need to refine that first and have the go signal from the provincial IPMR so that we could also proceed with our selection process, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Suiso. I think it should be coming from the place.
In that matter, we don't have any problem because the recommendee of the IPMR province is also from Ozami City, from our tribal leaders, but
the 5 tribal,
11 actually. But I recommend 5 tribal leaders among the ancestral domain barangay belt,
okay,
para matutukan yun ang AD nato nga mga property sa taas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Suiso. Any other concern? That is as far as IPMR is concerned. Any other items that we have to discuss now?
Honorable Chair, I think there are no more concerns with my colleagues who like to rest before this August body. I like to just say that our next negotiation will be on January 13, Tuesday, next week. So, with that, Honorable Chair, I now, with the greetings of the New Year and a more fantastic year 2026, I now move to adjourn this negotiation, Honorable Chair.
Okay, session is adjourned, hoping that the year 2026 is ever fruitful to all of us.